Watch out, Sigma males. If you want to keep her interested, avoid these 7 deadly mistakes at all costs. Have you ever wondered why some men, the so-called Sigma males, seem to navigate relationships differently than others? Welcome to our exploration of this intriguing archetype. Sigma males. They're the lone wolves of the social hierarchy, often misunderstood and seen as enigmatic. They're not your typical alpha males, nor do they fit into the beta mold. They navigate the world in their own unique way, especially when it comes to relationships. These men are self-sufficient, introverted, and march to the beat of their own drum. They're comfortable in their solitude, but their interactions with women can often be a mystery. Are they simply misunderstood, or is there more to the Sigma male's approach to relationships? As we peel back the layers of their unique characteristics, we'll uncover the do's and don'ts of Sigma males in relationships. So buckle up for an enlightening journey. Let's dive into the world of Sigma males and explore how they navigate the often complex landscape of relationships. The first thing a Sigma male should never do is to try fitting into societal norms. Now, this may sound counterintuitive, right? After all, society's norms are there for a reason. They provide us with a framework for how to behave, what to expect from others, and how to navigate the world around us. But for the Sigma male, these societal norms can often feel like a straitjacket, restricting their freedom to be who they truly are. Let's delve a little deeper into this. Sigma males are known for their independence. They are the lone wolves, the quiet observers, the ones who often prefer their own company to that of others. And that's perfectly okay. It's part of what makes them unique, what makes them Sigma. But here's where the misstep comes in. When a Sigma male tries to fit into societal norms, he may end up suppressing his true nature. He may start to feel uncomfortable in his own skin, like he's wearing a mask. And guess what? Women can sense this. They can tell when a man isn't being genuine with them, and it can leave a bad taste in their mouths. Imagine being in a relationship with someone who isn't being true to themselves. It's like being with a shadow of a person, rather than the real deal. It can lead to feelings of disconnect, of dissatisfaction, and ultimately, it can damage the relationship. But here's the good news. Sigma males don't need to fit into societal norms to have successful relationships with women. Quite the opposite, in fact. Women are drawn to authenticity. They appreciate a man who knows who he is and isn't afraid to show it. A man who marches to the beat of his own drum, who isn't swayed by the expectations of others. That's the Sigma male. So, Sigma males, don't try to fit into a mold that wasn't made for you. Embrace your unique qualities, your independence, your introspective nature. By remaining authentic, Sigma males can maintain healthier relationships with women. The second misstep is failing to communicate effectively. Now, let's delve into the labyrinth of communication, a realm that's often a challenge for our Sigma males. Communication is the golden thread that binds relationships together. It's the bridge that connects 2 hearts, 2 minds, and 2 souls. It's the lifeline of understanding and the cornerstone of connection. But for the Sigma male, this bridge can sometimes seem more like a tightrope. Sigma males, with their introverted and independent nature, can sometimes struggle to express their feelings and thoughts. They are the lone wolves, the solitary wanderers who often prefer their own company to the hustle and bustle of social interactions. This can lead to a communication gap, a chasm that can swallow relationships whole if not addressed. Imagine a relationship as a dance. When both partners are in sync, the dance is beautiful. But when one partner steps back, the dance loses its rhythm. The Sigma male's tendency to retreat into his shell can lead to this mismatched dance, causing misunderstandings and potentially leading to relationship breakdowns. But don't despair, Sigma males. This doesn't mean your dance is doomed. It simply means you need to learn a new step. Open up, share your thoughts, express your feelings. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable at first, but remember, communication is not just about talking. It's about listening, understanding, and empathizing. And remember, you don't have to shout from the rooftops. A whisper in the right ear can be just as powerful. It's not about the volume of your words, but the value they bring. It's not about the quantity of your conversation, but the quality. So, to all the Sigma males out there, take a step forward. Bridge that communication gap. Dance to the rhythm of understanding and connection. Because in the grand dance of relationships, every step counts, and every word matters. Good communication is key to any successful relationship. Sigma males are no exception. Emotionally unavailable, a common criticism of Sigma males. Often perceived as lone wolves, Sigma males are known for their independence and self-sufficiency. Yet this trait can sometimes translate into emotional unavailability, which can potentially hinder their relationships with women. Let's delve into this a bit further. Emotional unavailability is not about withholding love or affection. Instead, it's about not being able to express or handle emotions in a healthy way. It's about a lack of vulnerability, a wall that is built to protect oneself, but in turn, can isolate others. For Sigma males, this wall can be a fortress, a stronghold of solitude that can be daunting for anyone to penetrate. When a Sigma male is emotionally unavailable, it can lead to feelings of disconnect and dissatisfaction in a relationship. Women may feel that they are not getting the emotional support or the emotional intimacy they crave. They may feel like they're trying to decode an enigma, which can be both frustrating and exhausting. This disconnect can lead to a breakdown in communication, creating a chasm that can be hard to bridge. But here's the thing. Emotional unavailability is not a life sentence. It's not an inherent trait that is set in stone. It's a pattern of behavior, and patterns can be changed. It starts with self-awareness and willingness to change. It involves tearing down the walls and letting someone in, showing them your fears, your dreams, your vulnerabilities. It doesn't mean you have to spill your heart out on the first date, but it does mean being open to the idea of sharing more of yourself with someone else. Emotional availability is about being present, being receptive, and being open to experiencing emotions, both your own and those of others. It's about understanding that emotions are not a sign of weakness, but a sign of humanity. It's about realizing that emotions are what makes us human, what connects us, and what allows us to love and to be loved. So, to all the Sigma males out there, remember this. By being more open with their feelings, Sigma males can foster deeper connections with women. It's not about changing who you are, but about enhancing your relationships by embracing emotional availability. Independence is admirable, but overdoing it can be detrimental. This is a truth that applies to everyone, but today we're looking at it through the lens of the Sigma male. Now, Sigma males are known for their autonomy, their ability to stand alone. They don't need the approval or validation of others, and this is a trait that can be genuinely appealing. It's a sign of self-assuredness, resilience, and strength. But like most things in life, too much of a good thing can turn sour. When Sigma males overstep the line of independence, they can sometimes send signals of disinterest or even neglect to their partners. Picture this. You're in a relationship with a Sigma male. He's self-reliant and handles his own problems with ease. But when it comes to shared issues or responsibilities, he tends to tackle them solo. He doesn't include you in his decisions, doesn't ask for your help, or share his struggles with you. This can leave you feeling sidelined, as if you're not part of his world. Instead of feeling like a team, it feels like he's playing a one-man game. This extreme independence can also come across as emotional distance. When a Sigma male keeps his feelings, thoughts, and concerns to himself, his partner may feel shut out. This can lead to misunderstandings, feelings of isolation, and a lack of emotional intimacy. It's important to remember that being in a relationship means sharing your life with someone else. It's not just about being independent, it's about interdependence, about balancing autonomy with connection. In essence, over-independence can be a roadblock to a healthy, fulfilling relationship. It's crucial for Sigma males to understand that while their independence is a strength, it can also be a weakness if not balanced with connection and communication. So, to all the Sigma males out there, remember, balance is key. It's okay to need others sometimes. Letting someone in doesn't make you any less independent. It just means you're human, capable of giving and receiving love, support, and companionship. After all, we're social creatures by nature, even the most self-reliant among us. Next on the list is avoiding intimacy. Now, this is a big one. Intimacy, both emotional and physical, is a critical component in any relationship. It's the secret sauce, the glue that binds partners together. It's not just about the physical act of love, but also about sharing thoughts, dreams, fears, and vulnerabilities. It's about letting someone see you, the real you, warts and all. For Sigma males, however, intimacy can be a bit of a tricky territory. Their natural inclination towards solitude and independence can sometimes come across as a reluctance to open up and let others in. This doesn't mean that Sigma males are incapable of intimacy. Far from it. It just means that they might approach it in a different way, or need a little more time to get there. One common misconception is that Sigma males are aloof or detached. But that's not really the case. They have a deep well of emotions, just like anyone else. They just prefer to process these emotions on their own, in their own time. They are introspective by nature, and this introspection can sometimes be mistaken for indifference. But here's the thing. Intimacy is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's different for everyone. What matters is that there's a mutual understanding and respect for each other's needs and boundaries. For Sigma males, this might mean needing a little more space, a little more time, and that's perfectly okay. Here's a little piece of advice for any Sigma males out there. Don't shy away from intimacy. Embrace it. Let your partner in. Share your world with them. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it's worth it. It's a risk, sure, but it's a risk that can lead to deeper connections, stronger bonds, and a more fulfilling relationship. Remember, intimacy is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the strength of your bond. It's about trusting someone enough to let them see you at your most vulnerable, and knowing that they'll still be there, no matter what. Embracing intimacy can strengthen the bond between Sigma males and their partners. Unpredictability can be exciting, but it can also be confusing. This is a truism that often applies to the enigmatic Sigma male. You see, Sigma males are known for their unpredictable nature. They're the wild cards, the ones who don't follow the beaten path, but instead carve out their own. Now, this unpredictability can be attractive. It keeps things fresh, interesting, and far from mundane. It's like living a life filled with plot twists, and who doesn't love a good plot twist, right? But here's the catch. While this unpredictability can be thrilling, it can also lead to confusion and insecurity in a relationship. Imagine being in a relationship where you're constantly guessing, constantly trying to read between the lines because you never know what's coming next. It's like being on a roller coaster ride without knowing when the next turn or drop will be. It's exciting, yes, but it can also be emotionally draining. Let's consider this. When your actions and decisions are unpredictable, your partner might feel like they're walking on eggshells, never quite certain of where they stand or what to expect. This can create an environment of insecurity, which is not conducive to a healthy, stable relationship. Now, we're not suggesting that Sigma males should change their nature. Far from it. Unpredictability is a part of who they are, and it's one of the traits that make them unique. What we're suggesting is a balance between the excitement of the unexpected and the comfort of predictability. Remember, a little predictability can be a good thing. It provides a sense of security, a feeling of stability. And stability, my friends, is not the enemy of excitement. It's the foundation upon which you can build thrilling moments that are all the more enjoyable because they're shared with someone who feels safe and secure with you. So to all the Sigma males out there, remember, a little predictability can go a long way in maintaining a stable relationship. Last but not least, neglecting their partner's needs. The importance of being attentive to a partner's needs cannot be overstated. It's like trying to navigate a ship without a compass. You might sail for a while, but without direction, you're bound to get lost. Consider the scenario of a plant. It needs water, sunlight, and nutrients to thrive. Neglect any of these, and the plant begins to wilt. Relationships are similar. They require attention, understanding, and mutual respect to flourish. If Sigma males neglect their partner's needs, the relationship will start to wither, much like the plant. In the context of a relationship, needs is an umbrella term. It includes emotional needs, physical needs, and the need for companionship, among others. When these needs are neglected, dissatisfaction creeps in. It's like a small crack in a dam. If left unattended, it can lead to catastrophic breakdowns. The Sigma male's inherent independence and self-reliance can sometimes lead to an "I don't need anyone" attitude. While this trait can be admirable in some aspects, it can become detrimental if it leads to the neglect of their partner's needs. Partners are not accessories that can be put on a shelf and admired from afar. They are active participants in the relationship with needs and desires that should be acknowledged and met. Here's a quick tip. Effective communication can help bridge this gap. Sigma males should not shy away from conversations about their partner's needs. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength and maturity. It shows a willingness to understand and meet halfway, to build a relationship that is fulfilling for both parties. So, Sigma males, take a moment to reflect. Are you neglecting your partner's needs? If so, it's time to adjust your sails. Start paying attention to what your partner needs and wants. It's not about losing your independence, it's about balancing it with the needs of your partner. By being more attentive, Sigma males can ensure their relationships are more fulfilling and satisfying. Because in the grand scheme of things, isn't that what we all want? A relationship that is not just about me, but about us. So, we've explored the 7 things Sigma males should avoid doing in their relationships with women. Let's take a moment to recap and solidify these key points to ensure they're etched into your memory. Firstly, we delved into the first misstep, which is authenticity. Remember, being true to oneself is the cornerstone of any genuine connection. A Sigma male's allure lies in his unique, often misunderstood personality. However, it's important not to let this mystique become a facade. Be real, be you. Authenticity is magnetic, and it's a trait that women find irresistible. Then we moved on to the communication gap. A Sigma male's natural inclination towards solitude might lead to a lack of communication in his relationships. But remember, communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's not about talking more, but talking effectively. The key is to understand that meaningful dialogue is not a compromise on your solitude, but a bridge to better understanding and connection. We then talked about emotional unavailability. Sigma males are often misunderstood as emotionally distant, but being emotionally available doesn't mean you have to wear your heart on your sleeve. It's about being present, being empathetic, and being responsive. It's about letting someone in, even if just a little bit. Our fourth point was about over-independence. Independence is a significant part of a Sigma male's identity. But remember, there's a fine line between being independent and being aloof. Relationships are about interdependence. It's about balancing your independence with the need for connection. Next, we discussed the avoidance of intimacy. Intimacy can seem daunting to a Sigma male who values his personal space. But intimacy isn't just about physical closeness. It's about emotional closeness, shared experiences, and mutual understanding. Embrace intimacy. It's not a threat to your solitude, but a way to enrich your relationships. Then we talked about the unpredictability of Sigma males. While unpredictability can add a dash of excitement, too much of it can lead to instability in a relationship. Being a little predictable, showing consistency in your actions and words, builds trust and security in a relationship. Finally, we covered the importance of not neglecting your partner's needs. Being attentive to your partner's needs doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your own. It's about understanding, respecting, and accommodating each other's needs to the best of your abilities. By avoiding these missteps, Sigma males can navigate their relationships more effectively and build stronger connections with women. Remember, being a Sigma male isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about understanding your strengths and weaknesses and navigating your relationships in a way that respects both your individuality and your partner's needs.